Let me refresh.
Oh, there you are.
I see. No, that's. Oh, I see the upcoming. Yeah, I see you on upcoming.
Yeah, it's live. I just got the notification.
Yeah,
All right, guys, have a great day. Let me go ahead and get going.
I see you there.
Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. What I'm doing today here is, first I want to wish you a very happy Friday. Hallelujah. We made it. What we're doing today is we're just trading a couple of different prop accounts on some of the micros on the AI Auto Trader. With the goal, making maybe $200 or $300 for the day, and just keep the needle moving and give a variety of different instruments a chance to trade. So what I've done here in the top left is the M2K. That's of course the micro for the Russell. We're going to trade our cash cow on the micros today. Over to my right is our retirement plan, and I'm in this trade that's kind of working up towards this profit target. It looks like it's retracing from that big drop down earlier. So hopefully that'll come up there and hit my profit target. And that's our retirement plan strategy. I know my background, I'm on the beach here getting ready for the weekend. So, and we have our cash register on the micro MES, on the micro S&P 500. And I've got that on one of the prop accounts. And then we have our Haymaker, is trading account 4. So what I've done is I've kind of separated two different accounts, numbers 3 and 4. And I have 3 on the cash cow, on the Russell and the micro NASDAQ.
Order filled.
And I have 4 on the MNQ, the Haymaker, the cash register, and I've also put it on micro crude oil, the black gold strategy. So we'll see how it goes. And once we hit our profit goal, we'll shut it down for the day. Hopefully we'll hit our profit goal. Or if we hit our loss limit of about $200 or $300, we'll shut it down. Let me bring over the chat here, if I can find it. Controls.
Order submitted.
Oh, here it is. Hey, good morning, Scott. Now I see it.
Order filled.
Well, we're going to just give it some room here on the Russell. As much as I want to pull my stop down a little bit, let's wait for it to head back down. I just wanted to take a second and show my disclaimer. I did forget to do that, and I certainly don't want to get into any trouble. So please pardon the interruption here in the trade. And this presentation, this is just a demonstration for educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Maybe I will bring this down to right about here. I hate to take a loss on a trade that was up really nicely. And if I see one of the strategies, start taking off and doing really well, we can always switch around. That's normally what I do with these prop accounts. Is I'll look at the ones that are the hottest, and I'll go with my best strategies and switch them around based on the performance. So what I like to do is before deciding on which ones that I'm going to trade, is I'll pull up a performance and just go through each one of them and account by account. So if I pull up my trade performance,
order submitted,
and let me bring up yesterday's let's see, today is the 15th,
order
today's
filled,
the 16th. Looks like the Russell's coming back on me.
order submitted,
So what I'll do is I'll bring up a trade performance just like this, and I'll just take it account by account to see where my best strategies
order
are.
filled,
I'll look at the YM. This one here, this Signal AI drone, had some pretty nice results. So that's one that I might consider.
order filled,
And then maybe I'll look back at a little more history, which I don't have on this computer. So it goes back as far as let's just take a look at the trades where they start on the 14th. So I have just a few days of data. This is a brand new computer. My other computer was giving me some trouble, so I replaced it just recently. So I have very little data on this computer, but looking at the YM, I would feel comfortable here with looking at its past performance, with maybe starting with a few micros and then scaling myself up once I gain some confidence in it. So that's probably one that I would like to trade. So if I wanted to put that one on my Apex account, let me see if I can find my diamond. Here it is. So what I could do is I can find that strategy. The strategy's name was the YM 10 range Signal AI drone. So it's the 10 range YM. So I just find it here in my list. It's this one right here. No, sorry, right here. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll put that on number 4. Let's bring this down just a little bit. Market, the NASDAQ looks like it's trying to retrace, and the Russell was headed down there for a minute. So there's a chance that Russell will continue in the same direction as the NASDAQ, I'm afraid. So we've got a pretty nice move there on this micro on the retirement plan. So I'm just going to bring my stop up just a little bit. And we're looking to just make a few $100s and call it a day here on a Friday.
order submitted,
Had I been trading the regular NASDAQ, we'd probably be done for the day right now with this trade. But I didn't want it to, I wanted to kind of let the system have an opportunity so you could see it perform on a live market this morning. So let's put the YM, I think we'll put it on number 4. Let's put it on number 4. So I'm just going to disable it, right click and edit it. And this one starts trading at 9:30, which reminds me to open up my Thinkorswim. I've got a position on Mara. I have a strangle on Mara, an options position, and a position on Amazon. So let's put this on the MYM. And we'll just put a couple, it's only 50 cents a tick, so we'll put four contracts on that. On account number 4. And we'll get that one in, get that one in the game, ready to go. So so now we're running basically a really nice variety of different instruments. All the index equities are going now. We're in a trade on the Russell and the NASDAQ. And we've got the Dow and the E-mini kind of stacked up here. So this diamond is kind of the Dow diamond, like the ETF. So just so you know which one's which. Let me take a peek at the chat. Today's actually the first day that I've been on this YouTube Live, so forgive me if I'm fumbling and bumbling just a little bit. I'll tell you, this Russell might continue to go.
Order submitted.
I might take this Russell. And give it a little more room here. This market looks like it wants to head south. Let's take a closer look at this one here.
Order filled.
See where we are. Okay. You can see that huge move down right at 8:30.
Order filled.
Some
Order submitted.
economic news, I'm sure. Now it jumped right back in short. Got stopped out, and it looks like it jumped right back in.
Order filled.
So now I think I'm on the right side of it. I think this market is headed down. What I like to do is I like to bring my profit target just right above that area of resistance. So rather try to get it to break through. If it makes it down that far, I want to have a clear path from my entry to my profit target. I don't want my profit target to be underneath that area of resistance or support. So I give it a clear path, and hopefully it'll work its way down there. So we're up $118, it looks like, on account number 3. It looks like gold is doing well this morning. So I see gold doing well on that drone. So I'll just come back over here and just see historically how gold has been performing
Order
on
submitted.
that drone, on the 15 range drone, about break even. On this one here, the signal B, it's been doing very well, extremely well. So that would be a strategy to keep an eye on, that signal B drone. This morning, wouldn't you know it, it's the signal A drone, which has been about a break-even strategy over the last few days.
Order submitted.
I'm looking for my chat. Forgive me. Here it is. Yeah, Scott, I'm running, now, you know, I'm just doing micros today, Scott. And I'm running two strategies in each account. Actually, I'm running 3 in one and 2 in the other. I've got my
Order
Apex
filled.
here on the M2K. That's account 3. This is account 4. The other ones in account 3 are the Micro E-mini. I don't really like to trade the same instrument on different time frames on the same account. So I'll split them between different accounts. If I have 2 NASDAQ strategies that are doing well, like the Haymaker and the retirement plan, one's a 30 range, one's a 2-minute, I won't run those on the same account. I'll run one on 3 and one on 4.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I did notice. Scott asked about the trading hours. The Russell does well pre-market. It's surprisingly.
Order filled.
You could see the Russell in this that's running on this AI drone, the 15 range drone, is up $800. I'm running that same strategy, I believe. Very similar to it, if not the identical one, on the M2K. Had I run it, see, and this one has really reached my profit target. So what I would do here, since it's, I would take it off. I would just flatten that position because it's reached my profit target. And I just want to preserve that for my future reference. And I know that, hey, before the market opened, because I'll be able to see what time it made that money, I reached my profit goal. My profit goal on my Apex, if I make, normally I trade the minis, but today I wanted, because I'm on
Order
YouTube,
submitted.
I just wanted to do the micros, and so it's a little slower paced, because this is my first day on here, and I'm kind of fumbling a little bit. But normally I would trade the E-minis, and I'd be done for the day with that one. And I want to be able to historically go back to my performance when I'm deciding which strategies to run and the best times to run them. I want to be able to see that, hey, on Friday, between 9 and 9:30, I made $800 on this strategy. And that's good information to have. And because in the performance, we can also look at what time of the day each one of these strategies did the best. What I mean by that, if I go to today on my performance, and we look at that that one strategy here that I turned off, the Signal
Order
A
filled.
AI drone. RTY. Well, actually, I had it on my Apex account, didn't I? No, RTY. Here, this one. So you could see here it made $730 this morning. And what I could do is I can look at an analysis of this, and I can break it down by the half hour of the day. And I could see between 8:30 and 9 these two huge green bars, each signifying a half hour of the day. So that's good information to have on an ongoing basis when I'm able to pull up a month's worth of performance history. This time optimization really comes into play really nicely. I might in the future be able to see 8:30 all the way to 2 o'clock, and I'll see green bars and red bars, and I can time optimize my settings based on that information, on that analysis. So when I hit my profit target, my personal profit target, and everybody has their own. If you've been here Monday through Thursday, you see that Mark Miller has his own personal profit and loss target, and that's based on his risk tolerance. So my own, I have my own profit targets and goals that are based on, my risk tolerance. So this trade here on the haymaker is coming down nicely. And I just want to keep an eye on where I am for each strategy. Pre-market on account number 3, I'm at about $90 right now.
Order submitted.
And
order
on
filled.
account 4, just over $10. And I'm really making the most money on my long trades. So with that big drop down this morning, here it is on the short trades. So a mixed bag. I usually pull up my performance before in the morning before I decide which ones to trade in my Apex accounts. Before enabling the strategies, to answer your question, that's a great question. Prior to enabling my strategies, every morning I go through my performance and I look at the previous day. I look at this kind of a small window.
Order submitted.
And then I widen the scope a little bit, and I'll look back a week, and if I have it, a month.
Order submitted.
And then I make a decision how much weight I want to give each one of these strategies. Oh, thank you, Charles. So let's put on the Dow Diamond, we decided on, which account is it on?
Order submitted.
Oh, it's not. Let's enable that. Oh. Okay, wait. No, that's the one I want to take off.
Order filled.
The Dow. I thought I had put one of them on my Apex, the AI drone. Yeah, number 4. Okay, so let me put my account on number 4. Now we're good to go. Thank you, Charles. How do I pull minute up? How do you pull it up? Oh, you go to your control center, under your control center new, and then trade performance. And that's why it's so important to have a separate account for each one of these strategies.
Order submitted.
because you want to know historically how each individual strategy is performing. So when I pull up my performance, and I pulled that up, the path to that, if you don't know, is new trade performance. So once I've pulled that up, this is going to pop up. And on the top right are my dates that I want to see the performance through.
Order filled.
And then over on the right, I have this little black little hourglass. That's my filter. And if I click that, then individually I could select each account and see historically how each one of those is performing. And I could set my dates over here. And that's how I decide which ones that I'm going to put in my Apex account. There's no reason to put a strategy that's on a losing streak in my live account or my prop account. That would just, kind of common sense there. I would only want to use the strategies that are performing the best. I want to increase my chances, to the best of my ability. And I'm just going to open my Thinkorswim real quick. I see the market is about to open, and I just want to be able to manage this trade. I also wanted to try out a sound effect here. Charles showed me this voice mod. And they got an advertisement that I just can't close. Here it is. Man, they make it harder and harder to close these little advertisements. Let's see. Community sounds.
Order submitted.
Okay.
Order submit. Order filled.
Just rang.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So now we're off and running. Looks like I'm in a loose trade here. Oh no, I'm not.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Now I got this trade here that's going to move my target right up just below that, just above that area of resistance. I just want a clear path to my target.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
Okay, here's my orders.
Order submitted.
Take a look at this.
Order filled.
Wow. Hopefully things bounce back on that one. Wow. All right, so account 3 is not doing bad. Account 3, we're 123. And when I come on, Mark and I are going to alternate days, and I'm going to continue to do the prop accounts.
Order submitted.
And chances are is I will
Order
move
filled.
to the E-minis.
Order filled.
I like to, with this system here, it's such a powerful system. I could have been
Order
done
filled.
pre-market with a really nice profit. I don't really like to stay in the market for hours. I
Order
like to
filled.
kind of get my money out as quickly as possible and be done for the day.
Order submitted.
This trading room, that
Order
we've
submitted.
started on YouTube, we kind of wanted it to be a demonstration of the software. So, with my strategy with, getting in and out as quickly as possible for the day, doesn't really, align with our goal with this YouTube channel. But I can always switch to a sim account, and I think that's what I'll do next week. But it's a good day to, get some data accumulated. So next week I can make, more informed decisions on which strategies that I want to put on my Apex account.
Order filled.
This one
Order submitted.
looks like it took a long position right into that area of support or resistance. Sorry.
Order filled.
It bounced right down. We got really nice risk to
Order submitted.
reward ratios. So if we take some losers, it's not going to sideline us.
Order filled.
We always have the opportunity to get back into the game, even after taking a few losers and absorbing those.
Order submitted.
Behind the strategy screen, black
Order
gold.
submitted.
I think you're referring to black gold. If we see that come into play, and it takes a trade, I'll move that chart over.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Black gold, yeah.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
A lot of volume on the NQ, the MNQ. About 2,000 contracts a minute, between 2,000 and 3,000. That's a lot of volume.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's give this trade a little bit of room here on the haymaker.
Order filled.
I'm going to short
Order
on
filled.
the Russell and a long on the NASDAQ. The Russell seems to be stuck. It's trying to push higher, but
Order filled.
it's got this area of resistance that's preventing it from breaking through.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yeah, YM10 range.
Order filled. Order filled.
Jumped into a trade. Trying to think if that was the, let me go back on my performance. Let's look at the difference between, I think that's the one Mark said was doing well. The YM10 range versus the YM15 range. Let's go back to yesterday. The YM10 range. Yeah, it's the YM10 range. AI drone. Okay, I think that's what we'll switch it to. The 10 range. So I'll go back to my strategy and make sure that I'm on that 10 range.
Order filled.
YM10 range. Yeah, I am on the 10 range. On the micro, it's down. I'm going to put this right above that area of support or resistance.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay.
Order submitted.
Oh, you know what?
Order submitted.
This, I believe, should be on the MYM. I'm on the wrong instrument. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, the Dow's just been getting crushed. Ever since that CPI report, man, I think it lost 500 points on Monday.
Order submitted.
Tuesday. Consumer sentiment news coming at the top of the hour. I sure hope we don't have a Friday afternoon meltdown here.
Order submitted.
Russell just shorted right off of that area of resistance. But the Russell keeps testing that
Order
price.
filled. Order filled.
Love to get a big
Order
move down
submitted.
Here. Nasdaq's trying to make a new low here. Get through there. If it breaks through there, we might be off to the races. Let's see what happens on this trade here. That Russell might follow suit. Get right through this. We could have some smooth sailing to the short side if it breaks through.
Order filled.
Having trouble getting through there. Real heavy volume.
Order filled.
Oh, the Russell retraced all the way back up. That's not good for me. Testing it again.
Order submitted.
Needed to break through here. We find our way through this area. We've got some daylight. We might get ourselves into a nice runner here. Come on through.
Order
Let me get a
submitted.
sound alert for us.
Order filled.
Here we go. Testing it.
Order filled.
Kind of double bottomed right off of there. Retest. Come on now. Get through there. Get through there. We could have ourselves a runner here.
Order filled.
Okay, come on. Come on. And here we go.
Order submitted.
Not quite through there yet. It's trying. We find this short.
Order filled.
Find our way through. We got some room. Come on down. Come on
Order
down.
filled. Order
Weather's
submitted.
nice. Oh, no, you don't.
Order filled.
We're going to play this one to the downside here.
Order submitted.
Profit police. Yeah. Oh, come on down. Come on down. We got some room here, Charlie.
Order filled. Order filled.
Here it comes. We got some room. And we got some legs here. Come on down.
Order submitted.
There you go. There we go. Come on down. $7,500 contracts a minute. I'm going to take it
Order
right down
filled.
to this area of support down here.
Order submitted.
Charlie says the APB. They're putting out an
Order
APB.
filled.
Why, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. This is kind of what we were hoping for on a Friday afternoon, Friday morning.
Order submitted.
Try to ride this straight down to this blue line. Come on down.
Order filled.
Come on down.
Order filled.
Headed underwater. Down deep. That is that's the haymaker.
Order submitted.
That's our 30 range NASDAQ. This thing might go
Order
all the way
filled.
through. Let's see if we get another break. They're really selling the heck out of it, ain't they? They might just keep pushing this thing down.
Order filled.
Let me give it some more room.
Order filled. Order
Wow.
submitted.
Who am I to stop them, right? Come on. Let's give him some more room. A monster. Wow. I'm going to have to... Man. I'm going to put an APB out on this one. So very little risk on the trade. Turned into a monster. Caught that big move down for a really
Order
nice gain.
submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
So we reached 226 on our apex, so that was our goal. So that was on the apex 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to disable my apex 3. I'm still in a position here on the M2K. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to close this out.
Order filled.
And we'll keep running 4. I'll switch those over into a sim account so we could keep getting data on them. And let's see, this was the
Order submitted.
2M signal AI. So what I want to do is I want to put my account back. You know, had I just left it on the NASDAQ. Hindsight's always 50-50, right, Charlie? But we'll be ready next week. So let's go back to our regular sim account because I want to continue to accumulate the data. This is the 2-minute Signal A AI drone. NQ 2-minute Signal A AI drone. NQ 2-minute. Why these things? 2-minute.
Order submitted.
AI drone. There it is. Alright, so let's continue to run that one. And we'll put this one back on our Signal A 2080 on the M2K. Put it back on the Russell. Signal A, RTY 15 Signal A. 2080.
Order filled.
The reason I'm putting them back is I want to collect some data on them. See how they continue
Order
to do.
submitted.
Let's see which other one. Alright. So our top strategies today. Look at this one, just crushing it. The Signal B NASDAQ. So we could take this off. Put
Order
it back
filled.
on the NASDAQ. NQ30 range. The signal B's
Order
really doing
order
great.
submitted.
Let's put it on the signal B. This is the hottest strategy right now. Might have a retracement here. Headed back up.
Order filled. Order submit. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Oh, it did burst through there. Holy moly. The Dow. At 10
Order
range on the
submitted.
Dow. I got it out because of that
Order
area of
submitted.
support or resistance. And you could see this haymaker is really just crushing it today. This signal B. The signal B is the one that goes with the trend. I hate
Order
to take a
submitted.
loser on a trade like that. I probably
Order filled.
should change my break even on that one. And that one was up $300 or $400 and came back for a loser. That hurts. to
Order
see that
submitted.
happen. So we're up. Let me see where our performance is for the day so far. Let's
Order
take a look
submitted.
at our Apex accounts. We're up 39. Let's go back to 16. We're up 124 on number 3.
Order filled.
And 100. I thought we were over 200. 118. So with the way things are going now,
Order submitted.
I'm almost inclined
Order
to
filled.
switch this signal B since
Order
it's running
submitted.
hot right now.
Order
and
submitted.
put it on my Apex.
Order filled.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me for just a second. I have to run to the bathroom. I'm gonna let this continue to trade in the background. Let me put this back on our retirement plan. Let's go back to the NQ. With this volume, I think I'm tempted to put it on the Apex account.
Order submitted.
On that signal B, it's trending really nicely. I'm just afraid we'll get a big retracement to the upside here, and I'll miss out on that signal A. NQ30 range signal A.
Order submitted. Order filled.
30 range. Excuse me for just a moment.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, I'm back. Looks like we got into another trade here on that Signal B NASDAQ. The 30 range. Signal B is hot, man.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
This trade here might have some potential. The Dow is really all over the place.
Order filled.
No good.
Order filled.
Got a lot of room to the downside here. It's tempting to give it a little more room, but we'll leave it as it is.
Order submitted.
Here's another hot one. The 30. Yeah, that signal, that's the one that I caught the big trade on, I believe.
Order submitted.
Signal A, AI drone. NQ, Signal A. AI
Order
drone.
submitted.
Yeah, I turned it off, Scott. I forgot I had it left it on. Sorry about that.
Order filled.
You're welcome. And a nice long move here.
Order filled.
getting a retracement on the NASDAQ.
Order submitted.
That's my baby girl. She's exercising her lungs.
Order submitted.
This one might get some legs up here to the upside.
Order filled.
With this new update
Order submitted.
that should be coming out, I've had a lot of people ask me when is it going to be released, and I'm referring to the self-learning model that's going to adjust the stops and targets automatically. We're hoping next week. We are hoping next week. I don't want to squeeze this too tight. This has potential here. You can see the volume now is under right around probably about 1,000 contracts a minute. We were at that move down. We were at 7,500.
Order filled. Order submitted.
We got our best
Order
strategies
filled.
up towards the top.
Order filled.
Oh, actually, I took a trade in my my apex on the MNQ. Let's put this one on the MNQ. Take a look at that one.
Order filled.
We're right here, apex 4.
Order submitted.
That retirement plan, his retirement plan's been doing really well. That 2-minute on the NASDAQ. I'd like to see a big retracement back to the upside here. We're kind of losing our momentum. Here we go. Come on. Get a big retracement back to the upside.
Order submitted.
Love to see it.
Order submitted.
Oh. Holy moly. Yeah, the option positions don't look very good this morning. Well, volume's picking back up a little bit here. We're about 2,500 contracts a minute. We're kind of in a little area of consolidation here. A little sideways movement. Hopefully we pop out to the upside. Get this thing rolling up. Give this one some room.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah. A nice move to the upside here. The bulls are getting back in the game.
Order submitted.
Still good volume. Still good volume. Just needed to push up a little bit here. They're trying. They're trying
Order
to drive
submitted.
the price up.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, still a nice trade. Can't complain about that. At 30 range signal A, continuing to do well. I was going to switch it. Came all the way back. Let's take a look.
Order filled.
Came back and stopped us out.
Order
let's see
filled.
here.
Order submitted.
We've got another trade on our... let's move our stop down. Lock in some of that. We are getting some nice entries today.
Order filled.
This is our Dow Diamond. This is running on the Dow. My chart says 15 range, but I think that the strategy is actually looking at a 10 range, if I'm not mistaken.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Low volume on the Dow. You could see I'm at under 100 contracts a minute here, which really isn't the environment that we're looking for. But you can't complain with success.
Order filled. Order submitted.
I'll probably disable this strategy
Order
just
submitted.
because it's such
Order
low
filled.
volume.
Order submitted.
That was on the MYM. Let me see if I can find that strategy. Yeah.
Order filled.
RTY 15 range, signal A.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
Let's take a look at this one here. Here's a trade on the micro NASDAQ. Continuation down to the downside.
Order submitted.
How do you put
Order
it on the
submitted.
screen, Scott? If you right-click your chart and go to Indicators, in the Market Internals P folder, you'll double-click and open it up, and you'll scroll down to the RLV indicator, and you can add it like that, or just double-click it, and it'll drop down to the bottom. And then what I've done here is I've put my font size at 22 and make it a white color.
Order filled.
And then I can actually save that template for that indicator so I can load it on all my charts.
Order filled. Order
so I
filled.
can go to each one of my charts now, add that indicator, and then load that template for that indicator settings. What I'm probably going to do is have a much more manageable number of strategies. I'm going to have a second workspace that runs them all, and then I'm just going to put my top 5, I believe, on the ones that I'm going to use for my live account or my Apex account, and it'll be a little easier. I'll look and see which ones I want to run and add them to this workspace here, because if I'm going to use the Apex account, I want it to be a little easier to distinguish what's in a trade and where it is, what the P&L is. It's a little harder to manage as is. But let me take the risk off of this trade. I think
Order
I'm going to about
submitted.
break even there. I hate to lose money on this move. I might bring this. Still a lot of volume. You see almost 3,500 contracts a minute. I think the NASDAQ, might have found its bottom this morning. Who knows? Where we got some sideways action here for the last 30 minutes. It's kind of in a tight zone here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, Scott. We'll make it easier on us. We'll just put the ones that we're going to trade on our Apex on the workspace. On a separate computer, I'm going to run them all.
Order filled.
And and I'll let you know each morning which ones that I've decided to go with and in which accounts. It's a little difficult this way, I have to say. So here's my top strategies today. The ES5 minute. These are my favorite strategies. It just so happened that today I put it on the micros because of YouTube.
Order filled.
But I think next week, now that I'm a little more comfortable, we'll trade one contract on the E-minis.
Order submitted.
And we'll do it really tight. We're not going to take big drawdowns, and we're not going to shoot for the stars. We'll try to get into a nice runner
Order
or two
submitted.
and call it a day early.
Order submitted.
This one's back in. Yeah, this NASDAQ can't find a direction.
Order filled.
I'm afraid that with these conditions here, as choppy as they are, we're gonna get chopped to pieces on this strategy right now on the 2-minute time frame. Really on any time frame. Ever since that big move down, it's gone into consolidation here. Just can't find a direction.
Order submitted.
Maybe we're going to get a little breathing room with this trade here.
Order filled.
No.
Order filled.
Yeah, probably just go to one or two instruments per account, and just one or two strategies and make it a lot more manageable. This was a little chaotic. Let me take some of this risk off of this trade here. Just don't like the way it's chopping around.
Order filled.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. All right. Maybe we can make an adjustment here. Let's take a look and see.
Order submitted.
Market's got a little choppy on us. Yeah, I think what I'll do is the same as you, Scott. We'll do 2 accounts, and
Order submitted.
we won't take any big drawdowns. We'll go for a couple nice trades, hit our profit target, and then switch to sim.
Order filled.
So we're back in a trade on the MNQ30 range. Let's go back to that chart. I didn't know
Order
that was
filled.
on my Apex account. Was it on 3? No. It must be on 4.
Order filled.
Oh, wow. See this here. I'm going to come down some.
Order filled.
That's that retracement I've been looking for. Come on now. That's the one.
Order filled.
That's the retracement we were waiting on.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Nice trade. Good volume. Real good volume. The buyers jump right back in. They're pushing the price back up. Let's see if we can get through this area of support, resistance. If we can get through that area, we got some running room. Come on now. Get up through there. We'll have to break through this area right here. This is a big test right here. A lot of sellers. Come on, get through there. Push it through. It's trying. It's trying for us, Scott. Come on. We got a battle. Here we go.
Order filled.
There you go. There you go. Yes. I'm with you, Scott. Go ahead.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Nice. the kind of volume we need too. Big rally. All right.
Order filled.
Go ahead now, take off.
Order filled.
Go ahead now. Kind of consolidating. That was a nice move to the upside there. We caught a nice chunk of it too. It's right back into consolidation here. Now it looks like it might retrace on us.
Order filled.
All right, we'll take that. Beautiful trade on that micro. Just trading a couple contracts on that account 3. The ES is hot today. That ES 5-minute.
Order submitted.
Well, looks like we're in a trade on it here. Unfortunately, we're on the wrong end of it. You never do know.
Order submitted. Order filled.
See my my RSI line broke down, and I'm hoping it didn't get faked out here with a little head fake, and it's going to continue up. It's the one thing with the signal A's and a trending market. But with this volatility,
Order filled.
Who knows? Might go right back down. I'd like to get to break even on my stop. Let's see what the
Order
volume
filled.
is on this. The ES always has nice volume, but out of curiosity,
Order submitted.
I'm going to add that RLV indicator and then just load my template for that indicator. and it'll have the same settings. Kind of liking the way the NASDAQ is moving today. About 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,100 contracts a minute, which really isn't a lot for the S&P. Let's take a look and see what the NASDAQ looks like. Russell. Let's bring this stop way up. What I wanted to show also, it just registered in my mind that I think is really
Order submitted.
a great feature that we can use with micros with these ATM strategies. It's a really great feature of this software. It's our momentum-based trailing stop. That momentum-based trailing stop, which we call in the parameters exit on line change, will automatically take your second profit target out at the change of the color of the 15 EMA. And we can only really leverage that feature if we
Order
use a
filled.
two-contract strategy.
Order filled.
So with the micros, it comes into play, and as soon as this trade closes, let's see. In fact, why don't we do it real quick now? Let me show this to you on this account right here on Apex 4 on the NASDAQ 30 range. NASDAQ 30 range. That is it. This one right here. What I can do is I'm going to disable this strategy. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. If I disable this strategy and edit the ATM, what I can do here is something really interesting that will lock in profits for us as well. We can change our ATM, and we can go and we can make, if we only want to trade two contracts on the micros, or whichever amount you want. So we would put
order filled.
A second target and put a contract on our second target. And the reason why I want to do that is because it's going to bring into play this exit on line change. Okay, so now I can put my second target at 0. I'm sorry, that was my first target. Let's put our first target at, let's say, 90, where we're going to break even at 80. And then our second target, we're going to leave the value at 0. So once we hit our first profit target of 80, our stop is going to go to break even. And we're going to be in the trade on a runner. Our second target is going to have no defined value. And it's going to continue in the trade until my 15 EMA changes colors. So all risk will be off the trade when we hit our first profit target at 80. And I'll be in the second on a runner. And it'll stay in that trade until the color of our 15 EMA
order submitted
changes colors. So let's try that strategy on this NQ. I really love that ATM because instead of manually dragging your stop like I had to do there, what it does is it, with the micros, you know, if we're having a 46 tick stop, to trade an E-mini with, you know, 2 contracts with 46 tick stops, you know, one loser, you're looking at $450 or $460. But if we go to the micros, we can absolutely trade a 2 contract or even more ATM strategy, and we can leverage that feature, that exit on line change feature. So with the micros, if you're trading micros, and I think that's what I'll do, just because of that reason, I really want to use that momentum-based trailing stop. It's really a very powerful feature of the software. So on these micro accounts,
order filled.
I'm going to do that. It looks like this signal A took a beautiful trade, but on my MES, must not be a signal A. We're still kind of wavering around in the wind. We're drifting in the wind here in the current on this ES. It's kind of a slow boat to China here.
Order submitted.
Very quietly, this Russell's doing very well. So I'm hoping to get back into a trade on this NASDAQ with the MNQ and kind of show you what I mean.
Order submitted.
There we go. So if I put on the modified slow indicator, you'll get a better idea. Modified fast, I'm sorry. And we'll make it a little bit thicker. Hopefully we get a move on this trade. The plot, we're going to thicken the plot just a little bit here. And if I open up this trade, you'll see if it hits this first profit target, my stop will automatically go to break even. And I'll be in the trade until that 15 EMA changes colors. This is my 15 EMA. That's my modified fast. And let me plot it a little differently. So once we hit that first profit target, which is 80 ticks, it's not a small profit target, our stop will automatically go to break even. And we'll be in the trade on a second contract with no defined profit target. And it will continue to be, it will trail the trade based on the color of that 15 EMA. Hopefully this trade will mature to the upside. We're headed right into that. In fact, let me bring it to break even here. That's probably about break even. Here we go. Come on, hit that target.
Order submitted.
Hit it.
Order filled.
Okay, now we went to break even. So now we're in. It can come all the way back, and you know we'll make nothing on the trade. No, I'm sorry. It won't come all the way back. I misspoke. It will go back until that 15 EMA changes colors to yellow or red. The 15 EMA is this dotted line right here. So I'm in this trade now on a momentum-based trailing stop that's tied to the 15 EMA. So it should not come all the way back and hit my stop. But it's not overly tight. You can see it just reversed on a candle and it's still in the trade. So it's not too tight. And let's just see how loose it is. And now keep in mind, this will only work with a two contract, a multiple profit targets. See, it just turned, it was very close to stopping out. It should have actually stopped me out right there. I'll have to take a look at my settings. That trade should have closed that position right there.
Order filled.
We did get a first target of 80 ticks.
Order filled.
But something wasn't quite right. That should have... let's go back and take a look.
Order filled.
It should have...
Order submitted.
Yeah. It didn't work. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. Our MES trade is dangling in the wind. And it seems like, we've been in that trade for quite a long time. So the S&P is stuck. So for trading micros, to make $306 in the Apex account on a Friday afternoon, it really more than I anticipated. So I would call this a success. Trading just a couple of micros on that Apex account. So I only wish that I traded the minis, but hindsight is always 50-50, and next week I think this was a good training session for all of us to better prepare for next week if you're trading a prop account. So I'm inclined to just switch it off and take my $300. This E-mini trade is trying to do something, but I think inevitably it's going to stop us out. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Yeah, for trading micros, I think the result was really good for that number 4. I thought it was up a couple hundred on 3, but I might be wrong. So let's take this off 4.
Order filled.
4. Apex 4 is off. Okay. I think they're all off now. The only one I should have running is that ES. And then we'll just go after this trade closes, we'll take a look at the P&L and put a game plan in motion. Just go over the results and I think that today was a good day to kind of get my bearings. This trade is kind of like watching paint dry.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, for next week, I want to eliminate all of the distractions. And really, our number one goal is to make money. And I want to really want to use this system and show how profitable it could be trading prop accounts. And I have a little bit of experience with it. So I think that we're going to get rid of all of the distractions, and we're just going to focus on our money makers.
Order submitted.
Let's take a look and see where we're at. Our performance here with these Apex accounts. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with number 3. Number 4 really exceeded my expectations with number 4. We got into some really nice runners on that NASDAQ 30 range, and I think one on the 2-minute. 2 beautiful trades that had we been trading one mini, we would have been really happy with the day. Trading a micro or two micros, I think it is. Got really good results. And then for number 3, I thought I had disabled it and we were up a few hundred, but it was only up 124. So between the two, we're at $430. My goal was to get 200 on each, and we got 300 on one and 100 on the other. So we weren't far off.
Order submitted. Order filled.
That's usually what I really like to shoot for. You know, about $400 or $500 a day. Shut her down and keep it moving, and just rinse and repeat, and do the same thing the next day. And if we do take a drawdown,
order submitted.
You know, we limit it to $300 or $400, and just hope we have more winning days than we have losing days. Oh, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I think next week we'll be better prepared. I'll be better prepared, and I kind of have a direction now.
Order submitted.
Be a little more focused on the important strategies that we're running on Apex. One good thing about moving stops and targets manually is, you know, it falls under the category of a semi-automated system. Once you start using your own discretion on where to place your stops and your profit targets, that kind of satisfies that one requirement, which, you know, we want to stick to all the rules.
Order filled.
Okay, finally. So let's get out of that MES strategy. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so this is our P&L for the day that we just went over. We had about $300 on. Wait, let me generate this again. $250. I just lost $50 on that ES trade, and 125, 124 on the other account. And this was trading. I was trading 2 micros today. And it's a shame because we had those we had a few runners that would have really put some really nice money in the bank. But we will be ready for next week. So listen, Friday is here, and I hope everybody really has a really great weekend. If we just take a look at the best performing strategies of the day, let me see, under realized, the top strategies are going to be this. We're still in this. Let's take a look at this ES 5-minute, the Signal A AI drone. Signal A AI drone. That's the wrong. Let's change it to the MES, the ES. Let's take a look at that trade. Yeah, this is the trade that the system is in. This is the Signal A entry. I don't believe that the one that I was trading was the Signal A. I think I was on a Signal B. This one took a long entry right when my RSI line crossed that 20% line, got in right here, and wrote it up very nicely. So we would, I would want to take a lot of the risk off of this trade, lock in some of those profits, and hope for the best to the upside. Volume has definitely waned here. We were really flying a little bit earlier. The NASDAQ, man, did you see that? We were up to 8,000 contracts a minute on that MNQ trade. It was, man. They were getting the institutions were getting their trades in, and now they're out at the golf course. They're over on the 19th tee, the 19th hole, having a Bloody Mary. So listen, I want to wish everybody a great weekend. I'm going to let this trade just play out, and then we'll close up the session. Next week, join me. We'll have our schedule out. I'll coordinate with Mark, and we'll see which days that he wants to go, what days I'm going to go, and my focus is going to be on the prop trading. And we're going to do it with very conservatively. I'm a conservative type of trader. I know we really shouldn't get emotionally attached to these prop accounts. They can easily be replaced. But listen, once we get funded, we don't want to go through the whole process again. So, I trade an evaluation like I would trade a funded account. Once I get that funded account, I want to keep it. Yeah, let's do the prop trading.
Order filled.
I'm going to kind of squeeze this trade a little bit.
Order filled.
Volume picking up a little bit now. Really nice ES trade with one contract.
Order submitted.
This is that cash register. That signal A entry is really great on the cash register. The signal B, I must have made a mistake. The signal B pulls in a lot more losers. But this is a very conservative, consistent strategy. You could see the trades it took today. Took this short entry here and came all the way down. That's a huge move. And now it caught that retracement. You could see my RSI line, the two entries here. Got in all the way down. And then when it crossed back up over the 20, it's in this move right now, and we're locked. Momentum locked to the upside. So that I've seen that signal A. This is probably one of our oldest strategies.
Order filled.
That's a nice E-mini trade there. Two nice E-mini trades. Just beautiful. Two beautiful trades. Couldn't ask for. I mean, this was the ideal strategy today. The most efficient. 2 trades, 2 wins. But that NASDAQ sure is fun, I tell you. This is like driving a semi truck, 18-wheeler, and that NASDAQ, you're in that Lamborghini, man, and that thing's just flying. Wow. This option position came all the way back. Thank God. Holy moly. I was sweating it out. Let me see what David Wise says about this trade. And here we go. AES has found some life here. Might be able to ride this one up a little higher. PPI was very weak. That's what that big move down was, the PPI.
Order filled.
PPI report was very weak.
Order filled. Order filled.
Wow, that's an E-mini monster right there. Holy moly. Huge bounce back. Let's take a look here. What else we're in? That RTY up top again. Signal A3090. We'll put our profit target right under that area of resistance. Wow. That report this morning
Order
is
filled.
really what killed this session. Had that report come out better, I'd be in a better position here with this option. I got this open trade here on Amazon. You could see it just came at the open. Overnight it was looking good, and the bell rang and it just crashed on me. I got a couple of calls here on this Amazon, but you could see here, just like the ES, it's bouncing back. All right, so it took us out of that Russell trade. We're still in this E-mini, and as soon as this E-mini trade closes, we're going to call it a day. I just wanted to let this play out, see if we can get all the way up to our profit target there. Looking forward to the weekend. We got the President's Day weekend. The office is going to be closed on Monday, but we will be back on Tuesday. Markets close Monday. I've been squeezing this thing to death, and it's still running. My stomach's growling.
Order submitted.
got into another trade. Updates to the strategies. Is that good question, Scott? No, we're not going to post any
Order
updates
submitted.
to the strategies. On the spreadsheet, there's a lot of these other strategies that we've added, and with the update coming so soon, that's going to dynamically change our stops and profit targets. Hopefully we'll have it early next week, sometime next week, and get that on your computer. But I think running these this large number of variations, we're going to get some really good performing strategies that we can swap in and out into our workspace. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do every morning is I'm going to go through the performance of each individual strategy and look how it performed. And we're going to take the strongest ones and we're going to put them in our Apex accounts. And those are the only ones that we're going to fool with. We're not going to get distracted. We are going to have to manage the trades before the update comes, and hopefully a little less management once that update comes. Yeah, I hope this comes all the way back up. PPI, let's see what that PPI report was. Wholesale inflation saw the biggest monthly increase. Well, that kind of puts a damper on the rate cuts. My IRA account's been looking great, and I'm just afraid this is going to put a damper on things. So the PPI report, biggest increase in 5 months. Prices, inflation. Rose 0.3%. That's what came out this morning that caused that big drop. Must have been right here about 8:30. And then it just continued down. Now it's slowly retracing. And then core wholesale prices.
Order submitted.
They went up even sharper, 0.6% in January. That's the biggest increase in a year. Oh, Lord. So just when we thought inflation was getting under control, we get a couple bad reports.
Order filled.
And we're off to the races here with this E-mini. So this, looking at the way this one traded, I really like this strategy. By far today the most efficient. Took 2 trades, 2 monster winners. That's the ES5 range on a signal A entry. Did good with that news report. The inflation fight is not over.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Weather down here is just absolutely beautiful. God is good. Let's hope tomorrow and this weekend it's as nice. I'm hoping to go fishing. The good Lord blesses us with a nice weekend. It's been kind of windy and rainy. In the winter months here in Florida, we don't get a cold weather, but it seems the wind and the rain kicks up a bit, and it makes it difficult to get out on the water. And if you do get out, you got to stay, pretty shallow. Some good snapper and grouper fishing, kingfish. The mahi-mahi, the dolphin season really starts around May, and the water gets a lot flatter. And you can get out 10 or 20 miles.
Order filled.
Okay. Wow, what a great day for that ES. That cash register finished with 1,800. So I'm going to disable that. And let's call it a day.
Order
Thank you so
filled.
much for joining me, and I hope that you saw the potential that
Order
this AI
submitted.
auto trader has. We're going to
Order
do it
filled.
together next week, God willing. And I hope everybody has a blessed weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.